It's Jak and Daxter. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Jak and Daxter for the first time. This is episode 1. This is a game that's very near and dear to my heart. I played it so much growing up. I remember the Christmas I got it. I think it was Christmas of 2001. I had just gotten a PS2, I think in the same Christmas. My aunt and uncle sent me this game, and I was like, huh, this is kind of interesting. Remember the cover looking kind of cool. Maybe I'll show it on screen right now. But yeah, this is a very fun game, very classic game. That's very, I don't know if it's divisive, I would say, how the sequels went, but they change a lot from this one. I kind of wish they had stayed the same, but it is what it is. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into this. You can see I have a 100% file already. Played it semi-recently. Probably gonna just be quiet
my father
and let this play, because I really like it.
To find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall.
I remember that line.
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers
It's
rest
hard.
on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
And if you've seen the sequels,
So it seems the answer begins
you should be a
not
lot
with
smarter.
careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
hello?
Jack,
More talking.
old green stuff told us not to come here.
Holy cow, his head was huge there. I love how the levels are just literally how they are, like in the game. Like you can see the eco and collectibles in the background. Why is Daxter's head so massive? I do not... Wait. Do I have a mod activated on accident?
Continue your search for artifacts.
Wait, their heads are huge too.
If the locals possess precursor items,
Wait, and so are the enemies.
know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
I do not remember. Yeah, that is definitely wrong. That's so funny. It's like all the enemies and everyone
what are
too.
we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Huh? Oh,
Did it freeze? That was weird.
Precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble!
Holy. I gotta turn this big head mod off as soon as I can. I'm honestly debating re-recording this cutscene with it in normal mode. Oh good, it's fixed.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened!
And you listened.
What?
It was Daxter's idea. To show up here that way.
Okay. I'm fine.
What
I'm fine.
What I wonder is where Gull and Maya went during all this yelling. Yeah, his head's huge too. I should have known.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go.
Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping.
Because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken
Whoa, look
to
at
him
those
in
blimps.
ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal.
Wait,
you can't
is
just walk
Kira's
through it.
head gonna be
you
huge
could
too?
fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Can he really do that? It's unclear. Nice. Alright, first thing, let me check on that mod setting. Is it in game options? There it is. Nice, we should be good now. Oops. I always forget how to unpause in this game. So yeah, oops, sorry about that.
Communicator.
Okay.
With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
There we go. That's most of the dialogue out of the way. I can kind of just talk now. The dialogue's really loud in my ear, so I don't really feel like talking through it. Oh, it's gonna be some more dialogue here. One sec. Oh, I almost made it.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Which, so, it's actually kind of cool. I never really thought about how, there's 100 power cells in the game, and you need 20 to get out of the first area. Oh, okay. Holy cow, that scared me. And there's these things too, right?
You
Yeah.
found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Still getting used to this controller. I'm not using a PS2 controller. It's like a PS2 adjacent, like, type controller. But it's not quite the same. I don't actually know if I turn my headset volume down.
Wow!
If it turns down, I don't think it does.
Power cell.
Yeah.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
I bet you're right.
That's Blue Eco.
So much dialogue.
Contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast.
Oh, I can't turn
break
subtitles on.
boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Nice. And I never really took a close look at these, like, bad guys. But they do kind of look like the lurkers. Like, they didn't do a bad job. But yeah, it's cool. This stuff makes us faster. We collect the precursor orbs. It's funny that they're called precursor orbs, because they're definitely just like eggs.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Yeah, it's true. So there's a ton of dialogue real early on in this game. A lot less later. I believe this is the game where you had the lowest amount of max health out of any of the Jak games. You only have 4 total hits at max health. You respawn with 3 and you can get up to...
This is a precursor
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
It can only be opened by approaching the door
While channeling blue eco.
through your body.
Yeah, this first episode's mostly going to be the game, like, explaining itself.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters.
Yeah.
This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Wow! But yeah, they definitely stop holding your hand later on. I remember getting stuck on a few places when I was little. And pretty much right after this area, they almost entirely stop, like, doing those cutscenes. Yeah.
With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
There we go.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos
Or one big
green
one.
one to increase your health.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, this is one of the first games I played with, like, them actually describing your health, like, as a thing.
Jump once, then jump again in the air to
Yep.
reach even higher ledges.
There we go. Yeah, so he's talking about the double jump. The movement, in this game is awesome. I'll explain it when we get out of this area. I figure it's probably not a great thing to be explaining while they're explaining the rest of the game. But that should be... everything. Yeah. So we're done with Geyser Rock. We're gonna go see this cutscene. Then we're good. Boop. Green sage is hard. I forgot, they put, like, weird buttons on a lot of the menus.
Good training, boys. But
Thank
that's
you.
Nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
That's peanuts compared to space.
No problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure away, then. And
While you're out there
adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again.
I thought the game was
Head out to the
lagging,
far
but
side of the
that
beach
tree's
and
just
clear them
jittery.
out, why don't you?
Follow the lamps.
They'll take you right there.
There's so many things in this.
Now,
All of you.
Get out of here!
So many lines in this game that just, like, live in my head rent free. I could quote so many of them. Do we talk to her right now?
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an
My
ancient
father.
precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Yeah. So, it's interesting. The game kind of, like, it obviously just gave us those two options, like either go this way or go that way. The game, I think, kind of directs you towards going to the left. I think in this episode, I'm gonna just start on this village area. Might talk to this guy, because I've never talked to him before the quest, actually.
Don't
Tell me that you two have problems as well.
The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See
Is
those
this-
ears up there, boys? See them?
Yeah.
See how they're
Not turning? Okay, I have seen
Our
this.
village has no power. The eco
You have no power.
The temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell.
The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Okay, okay. Oh, and if we go back here... Is it here? I think it's in the other room, maybe. Excuse me, good sir. Yeah, there's one of these guys.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in
Red boxes! I think he says that no matter which one you get first. There's also another one in this room. I'm about to end the episode, so I don't know, I'm such a perfectionist, it doesn't matter. Let's talk to this guy.
Well,
Hello there, my dear boy.
You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun.
Look at that guy walking in the background.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Alright, cool. So yeah, we have those. There's another, you know what, let me just make this episode 20, or this this episode 20 minutes. That was right, I said it right. Because then I can talk to this guy. I think there's one other person I want to talk to.
Hey!
Little furry dude!
Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it.
Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
We
are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
We are. Okay, so that's pretty much all the talking I want to get done for this episode. I want to try to get all these. Oops. Let's see, is it over here? Nope, it was back here. Excuse me, pardon me. Or is it? I could have sworn maybe it's somewhere over here. Ouch. Maybe not. I'm probably thinking of a different one. Yeah, you can hear them. If we come now, I'll do that in a bit. There's definitely one in this guy's house.
You gotta bring in the crops for the children.
That's 4. Where's the other 2? Is there one up here? No, there's one over here. I should probably take the opportunity when we're not listening to bajillion cutscenes to explain the movement in this game. So, like you saw, you can double jump, and that's your X button. Your square button is punch. If you can chain all the moves as well. So you have a spin, punch, and a jump.
Check out that funky
Yeah, I see it. We can't really do much with it. It's another thing we have to give our precursor orbs to, but we don't have enough quite yet. So I'll talk to him later. Whoops. Maybe I'll talk to him now. But anyway, you can kind of string your abilities together. So if you punch and a jump, it's an uppercut. You can't really string punch and spin together. But you can spin. You can combo jump and spin. So if you jump, you can spin to like reduce your falling momentum. Anyway, you'll kind of get a feel for it the more I play. Is there one back here? Could have sworn. I guess not. I thought there was another one of the scout fly thingies over here. But I could absolutely be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the one that's up here. Getting close to where I want to end the episode. Oh, I know where it is. It's over on that platform. I just want to grab these real quick. This is Fire Canyon. We can't really do anything in here just yet. We need those 20 power cells like Kira was saying. Whee! Let me go over here and show you something cool.
What a weird looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
And you sure can. There we go. So that's all the precursor orbs. I think I'll probably explain a little bit more later in the next episode, and we'll talk to this bird lady. I like how she's like looking through her window into like nothing. Is there one around here? I know there's one more that's hiding. Oh, is it back here? There it is. Beautiful. All right, cool. So in the next episode, we'll go ahead and get the rest of the, I was gonna say shine sprites.
You found all the scout flies in this area.
Yippee! So yeah, in the next episode, we'll get the rest of the stuff in this village. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you then.